Good morning students. Today we are going to see module 1 state variable analysis and design. Under that we are going to see what is the difference between your classical control theory and modern control theory. First we should know what is meant by a classical control theory. So in classical control theory, as we discussed earlier, we are going to imply the transfer function approach, and that is the transfer function approach is nothing but your frequency domain approach. And also this classical control theory is applicable only for linear time invariant system, and also it is applicable only for a single input single output system. So first point is it implies transfer function approach, that is frequency domain approach, and it is applicable only for linear time invariant system and also for single input single output system. If you have n number of inputs and n number of outputs, it is not possible for us to imply this classical control theory approach. And in this classical control theory, the initial condition is assumed to be 0. So you cannot use it whenever you are having an energy storage element, because if you have an energy storage element, obviously the initial charge will be present. So in classical control theory, here you are going to assume the initial condition to be 0, and also here the system is designed based on trial and error approach. So these are all some of the points of your classical control theory. And also if the system is of higher order system, that is more than second order system, if you have, it is difficult for the analysis. So we are going for a modern control theory. Once again, I will summarize the points of classical control theory. So classical control theory, the first point is it implies transfer function approach, that is frequency domain approach, and also it is applicable only to linear time invariant system if its initial condition is assumed to be 0, and also if your system has higher order, then the design will go complex and it is also difficult to analyze. When you are designing a system using this classical control theory approach, it has to be done only by means of trial and error approach. So we are going for a modern control theory, which you are going to read in this coming semester. So in modern control theory, that is, it is an advanced control system which implies a state variable approach, that is time domain analysis. In case of classical control theory, you have done with the frequency domain approach, whereas in case of modern control theory, we are going to imply a time domain approach, and it is applicable for both linear as well as your non-linear system. It is whereas the classical control theory is applicable only for the linear system and time invariant system, whereas the modern control theory, you can imply it both for your linear control system as well as your non-linear control system, and also it can be implied for time variant and time invariant system. And if you have multiple input multiple output system, it is easy with the use of this modern control theory analysis. And here the initial condition is taken into account, so that it is possible for us to incorporate the RLC component, that is LC component, in the circuit, and optimal control system can be designed with the ease for the given performance index. And also if the system order is of higher order, it is easy to analyze as we are going on with the state variable approach. And also it gives an analysis to the wider range of input, whereas in case of your classical control theory, the range of input is limited for the analysis, whereas in case of your modern control theory, the analysis is analysis towards your input is of wider range. So it is just an introduction of your classical control theory and modern control theory. In the next slide, we'll be seeing what is the difference between your classical control theory and advanced control theory. In general, in the last class, we have seen what is meant by a classical control theory and what is modern control theory. In this class, we are going to discuss the basic difference between your classical control theory and modern control theory. So in classical control theory, as we discussed, the system analysis is based on your transfer function approach, that is your frequency domain approach, whereas in case of your modern control theory, the system is analyzed by using a state variable approach, which is nothing but your time domain approach. Since it is analyzed by using your time domain approach, this particular system, that is the system which is analyzed with the use of your advanced control theory, is applicable for time varying and invariant system, both linear as well as your non-linear system. Whereas the classical control theory is applicable only to linear time invariant system and also SISO. SISO is nothing but single input single output system. It means that only one input will be there, one input and one output. Whereas your modern control theory is applicable for multiple input and multiple output system. You can have n number of inputs and n number of outputs. For those output also, for those type of system inputs and output also, it is possible for us to analyze. And moreover, in case of your modern control theory, it is very easy to analyze for the higher order system. So in classical control theory, the initial conditions are assumed to be 0. Though we connect the component like capacitor, inductor, everything in the circuit, the initial condition here, it is assumed to be 0. Therefore, the initial charge available in case of your inductor or capacitor is not taken into account for the analyzing purpose. Whereas in case of your modern control theory, we are considering the initial conditions. In case of your classical control theory, the system design is based on the trial and error approach. That is, we cannot get the optimal solution in case of your classical control theory, as the analysis is done and proceeded by means of your trial and error method. Whereas in case of your modern control theory, we'll get a optimum output. That is, optimal system can be designed with a given performance index. And also, if the system order goes high, like s cube plus 2s square plus, that is to the power more than second order system, if the order of the system is going to increase, then it is very difficult to analyze with the use of your classical control theory. Whereas in case of your modern control theory, it can be implemented for any order of the system. Therefore, as the order of the system increases, it is better to go on with the optimal approach of your modern control theory. And also here it gives the, in case of your classical control theory, it gives the analysis of the system for a specific type of input such as step or ramp. And also it is applicable only for single input and single output system, and also the input has to be very specific such as step or ramp. Whereas in case of modern control theory, for wider range of input parameter, that is, it could be of anything. Classical control theory is applicable only for implying to the input of step input or ramp input, whereas the modern control theory, it can be implied for wider range of input factor. And also the transfer function, in classical control theory we are implying a transfer function approach, right? So in case of this transfer function approach, it reveals only the system output for the given input, and it won't provide the internal information, that is in between. You have one input and one output. The output corresponds to, for any variation in your output, for any variation in your input, the output also varies. But in case of your classical control theory, the in-between parameter, we will not obtain the in-between parameter. So we may not exactly have a control towards the design system. Whereas in case of modern control theory, the output varies based on your input, and also it is possible for us to fetch the intermediate variable so that the variation in the parameter can be controlled with the proper design of your gain factor. Therefore, in case of your modern control theory, your performance is getting improved. Whereas in case of your classical control theory, the performance is low. In case of your transfer function approach, you are going to imply a Laplace transform which needs a continuous time system and Z transform for discrete time system. In case of your state variable approach, only some formulations is required for both continuous and discrete system. So this is the basic difference between your advanced control system, modern control theory and classical control theory. Why we need to know the difference between, in the sense how exactly you are going to design, because in nowadays in all the systems you are going to design a controller plays a vital role. That is a smart controller, centralized controller, decentralized controller, one-way controller, two-way controller. So based on the types of controller, what exactly we are going to do, we need to know which parameter has to be controlled, where exactly that parameter falls. For all these conditions, if you apply a classical control theory, it is not possible for us to obtain the intermediate variable. That is, between your input and output there will be an intermediate parameter which holds the system performance. So it is better to go for your modern control theory analysis, that is state variable approach. And also in any of the applications, it is not mandatory that we will be using only one input and one output. We will be using many number of inputs and we also take many outputs. So in that situation, towards all the given input, we need to have the analysis, and also it is not that only one particular input can be given. So among the many inputs, one could be step, one could be ramp, one could be sinusoidal, one could be a square waveform. So among those, it could be any, it may either be a continuous signal or discontinuous signal, or linear input or non-linear input, linear continuous, linear discrete, non-linear discrete, non-linear continuous. Like that you can give different types of multiple inputs, and for the same you can have an analysis at its output when you imply a state variable approach. That is in case of your modern control theory. This is the basic difference between your classical control theory and modern control theory. So in the next class, we'll be dealing with certain definitions that pertains to the analysis of your modern control theory. Thank you, students.